All right, so just like what the title says, how to move cars between cities to basically keep the cash flow going. And that's exactly what I'm going to talk about today, all right? So here, perfect example, I'm literally in a different city right now, trying to find like a co-host to partner with. And you have two options whenever you move into like a different city or whenever you're going somewhere else. Like, so one option is you could move to a different city, you could find somewhere to host all your cars, you could transport all the cars there, and you could basically just do the whole shebang yourself, right? Like you're finding a place to put all the cars, like you're talking to landlords, you're trying to negotiate how much per month you're going to pay for this thing, for that thing. Like you're going to basically do all that stuff so you can like build out your own rental system or your own Turo system. You could either do that, or I think the most smartest strategic way is to just find somebody who's already doing it and just partner with them and just merge into their system that they already have going on, right? Because most people, they genuinely look at the fact that like they have to do everything themselves. And with this business, especially doing Turo or just renting cars overall, it's like you really have to learn how to like come up with partnership deals, come up with splits and stuff like that. And just doing Turo so long has literally taught me to just negotiate on win-win partnership splits, right? Because most people, when they literally think about this business, they're gonna think about, oh, what they can get out of this, or what am I gonna get out of this, right? So once you start thinking about what somebody else can get out of the situation, or how you can benefit them, or how you could basically just do things with them, I genuinely feel like something beautiful can happen like that. When like you're gonna naturally able to start like come up with better ideas, come up with smarter splits, and just come up with better deals, strategies that you could just work with somebody with, right? So perfect example now, what we're doing right now, we're literally here partnering with a different host. So what I had to do is I just found different hosts that we could work with, and we just basically choose from them of who could accommodate us with our cars specifically. And that's the angle I decided to go from, because that's the best way to do it in terms of not trying to reinvent the wheel ourselves. Because people from another city or somebody who's living in another city, you have to understand like they already know how the airports work, they already know how the delivery spots are, they already know how the hotels are, they already know all the rules from their city, they're from there. So it's like, why would I move to another city, take 2-3 months to figure out how it works, and then leave from there or whatever, depending on however long you're there for. I'm just trying to be in this city for about like 4 to 5 months. So 4 to 5 months being in this city, or like in Florida, or being in any city, whatever city you're trying to move to, or just shift your car rentals to, or your Toro fleet to, regardless of however much cars you have. If you have 2, 3, 4, 5 cars, 6 cars, 7 cars, if your market is slow and if you don't feel like you're making like a lot of money, like you literally just move to a different market, bro. Like just look at the markets that are just booming right now. And if what you can do is, Turo has made it so simple, where I look at Turo as just like a community thing, like where you're just seeing everybody there is just doing the same thing, right? Everybody knows the terms and services of Turo. Everybody knows the rules. Everybody knows how to get around. Everybody just knows everything of how to operate. So it's like, I genuinely believe that like if everybody is using one platform and they're just like doing everything together, like what are you going to do? Like, why are you going to try to be like, I'm just doing my thing and they're doing their thing? Like, I would literally just try to partner with these same people that are just already doing it. Like, I wouldn't try to just reinvent no wheel, bro. So one of the main strategies that I did, I hopped on Turo just like a normal person, like a normal guest looking for a car. And what I've done was just, I booked some of these cars, and obviously I'm not going to rent the car. Like I canceled it. But like I did it just so I could get their phone numbers. And then as soon as I grabbed their phone numbers, and I look for people that has like fair fleets, like people, not just people who are renting 1, 2 cars, like people who have like fleets, bro. Like they have like over 10 cars and above. I genuinely believe that if a person have 10 cars and above, that's like a fleet, right? And they must have some form of system built out in order to just be doing so many cars, because you're not going to just have like 10, 15 cars or 20 cars, 30, 40 cars, and you don't have like a system, right? Like that's like not even possible. It doesn't even matter how you think about it. So if you go on Twitter and you see somebody, or you look on like a host profile and you see them with like 10, 15 cars or however much cars, you rent one of their cars and you just like do it just to get their number. You message them and then you cancel it, bro. Because I don't think Turo gives you the option to do that without like actually renting their cars. Like, I don't think you can just get their phone numbers like that without actually renting their cars. And you could try the next option, like, oh, I'm going to be cheap. I'm going to search for this guy on Facebook or whatever. None of these guys, like, these guys are secretive guys, bro. That's what I've even noticed. Like, a lot of these people, I could never find a Facebook account for them. I tried to do it. It's just not like there. It's not possible. So I would like see them all the time. And then I just think that the best option to do is just rent the car, bro. Rent the car, cancel the trip, and just get their phone numbers. You know, Turo gives you the refund anyways, so it doesn't even matter, bro. Like, sat down and thought about it like before I even did it. And that's what I did. I rent like 4, 5, 6 cars, canceled all these trips, get their phone numbers. And this is how I'm able to meet them. And once I hopped on the phone with them, I just did that, bro. I just hopped in. And then I just started talking about the numbers and what we're going to do. So there's 2 different things you could do when you're like basically just trying to come up with a deal, right? So industry standard for like Turo host, what they normally do is we normally do like a 60-40 split, 70-30 split. Some people is a 80-20 split. Some people are cheap, bro, so they would do like 80-20 split and it would just be like messed up, you know? So it's like, me personally, bro, like I'm not a big fan of the 80-20 unless I'm like just doing no work or something like that. But if it's a situation where I'm having to do the work, I have to deliver the cars, I have to drop it off, I have to go do all the same things that we would be doing normally. It's like, dude, like you gotta do like at least 30%, bro, 35%. Like, who knows? I have some people on like 60-40% where I'm taking like 40% and they're doing like 60%, but that's only when they have like probably 2 cars or just 1 car, like just depending on certain things like that. But if they have like over 3 cars, like I'm doing like 30%. So it's the same thing when the roles reverse, right? Because that's all I do. Like, I do a lot of co-hosting myself where I manage cars, but like now I'm asking the same thing of somebody else. Like, so if I'm like going into a different city and I'm just asking somebody to do the same exact thing for me, like that's exactly what I would be doing, bro. I would literally just say to them, hey, I'll give you 30%. And I wouldn't, like, me personally, I wouldn't ask for a split that I wouldn't do myself, right? And I see people do that all the time, bro. Like, people do that all the time, especially when it comes on to like partnering with me and stuff. They would want to give me a split that they wouldn't even do themselves. So I'm like I can't do that shit. Like, it's not fair, bro. And there's certain hosts, like, I'm not gonna like name drop anybody, but like there's like a lot of hosts that they're like that, bro. Like, they would do that stuff to you. So me personally, like, I wouldn't come up with no split that I wouldn't do myself. You see what I'm saying? So personally, I would like approach these guys, and you could do it 2 ways, because one of these guys that I was talking to so far when we're planning on moving to a different city is just basically coming up with the situation of just charging like $250 per month per car. And then they keep the deliveries and stuff like that. And then we just basically like we keep all the revenue of the cars, right? So they would only get paid out the revenue. They would only get paid out from us, the deliveries and the $250 per car. But at the same time, I think like me and my partner, we were talking about it, and it just doesn't feel good because I don't feel like their efforts would be attached to the car, in terms of they wouldn't make sure that this car is rented, right? Because when you're just doing it on like a 70-30 split, they're also incentivized to like rent the cars as well. So they wouldn't just say, okay, like, I'm not going to rent this car, or I'm not going to pay a lot of attention to this car, because if they don't rent the car, they don't get paid, bro. So like, they're going to do everything in their power to rent the car. So like, I genuinely think that the 70-30 splits, or just the split overall strategy, is the strategy to go, instead of just like doing like a flat fee for management for the car for each month, right? So yeah, man, if you keep it like that, then you'll just keep their head in the game and their toes wet too. And they'll have some skin in the game too when it comes on to renting the cars. And they'll make sure that your car is rented and your car is just not there sitting, especially when you're trying to move to a different city, or move all your cars to a different city if like your market is slow, right? So I hope this video helps you. I hope you can actually learn something from this video. This is like things that I've just learned and I've picked up over the time. So it's like, if you really want to know anything else, like join our school group. You could join our community that we have on school. You could basically hop in there. You can meet other hosts from different cities, and you could like try to connect with them so that you're basically able to just meet other people instead of just trying to like go about it just the way I did. What I had to do, I had to go on Turo and just rent a bunch of cars and like get these relationships. But if you join this school group, you literally can just meet the host themselves. Like, you could just meet people in there, and like you could just be like, yo, manage my car. Like, can you manage my car? Can you do this thing? Can you do that thing? It could be like opened up to a whole like list of different people who are already doing the same things that we're doing, you know? So just check it out. The link is in the description. Check it out there. Like, it's free for right now. It's not like paid or anything, but soon it will be paid, probably in the future. But like for right now, it's free. So you can just get in there, try to meet somebody, try to talk to somebody, and then just let me know how it goes. I'll see you in there, bro. All right.